I'm 24 years old and I always thought that I didn't need therapy, but for the first time in 2 years, I am free and I can see God's plan for my life. In January, I got out of an emotionally, physically, and sexually abusive marriage where I was told that I wasn't worth anything, I would never amount to anything, and my sole job was to provide him with anything and everything that he wanted. No longer did God replace my life, but a man stood in his place. On October 12th of 2006, I was 8 months pregnant and went to a doctor's appointment, and they said that my daughter no longer had a heartbeat. It was at that time in my life that I was so angry and I wanted nothing but God to take my breath and give it back to her. During the recovery of that, I was angry, very angry with God for the marriage that I was in, for the loss of my daughter, and my whole life I had dedicated to the Lord. And all I wanted was to have a life that was whole. And all I had was pieces everywhere. In January, I got divorced after almost being sent to the emergency room because I decided to leave. And I didn't have the strength anymore to live without my little girl and to be without support. And my mom heard about this place and brought me here. Last night, I surrendered my anger, my pain, my frustration, and my bitterness. And I had 3 friends call me and asked me to take me out. And they took me to the Ferris wheel. And after that, we walked along the beach and we came upon a blanket. And they sat me down and they came up to me and they took beach water and washed my feet. And it was then that I feel for the first time this morning when I woke up that I have a bounce in my step. And I have the framework to a beautiful puzzle that may be broken, but it's my puzzle, and it's my piece of glass. And I'm beautiful, and God has an amazing design for my life that I was able to see for the first time this morning. That number 1, therapy is amazing. And number 2, as Steve said, even though you may not be thankful for what you're in, I am so thankful that I have been able to walk side by side with a God of grace and mercy and undying love.
Good.